place they call the United Center in Chicago, the home of the Bulls, where today we'll be broadcasting live. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us, and from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against Portland. And that result, guys, was a real shocker. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
Now the starting group for Baltimore. McCollum is out there with Richardson. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Lopez in at the 4 slot. Now here's Oladipo. That shot off the mark. Good D by McCollum. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I did speak with the Barons head coach. He mentioned Jimmy Butler's strong personality. Coach said Butler's going to tell you how he feels whether you like it or not. And that commands respect. His teammates rally around him. So it will take a great effort tonight to overcome that type of unity. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Now here's McCollum. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. And the pass to Millsap from 13. Count that one. Well, late in the season, we're seeing playoff teams resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams, Greg, doing the same?
Not as far as the league is concerned. I mean, if they're
right,
healthy,
exactly.
What's the goal? I mean, throwing away games is not acceptable.
No. And that one's good by Butler.
The nice IQ Butler has. I mean, he takes his time and does a nice job reading the defense.
Here's Lopez, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Chicago called for the foul. Baltimore shooting their first free throws of the game.
An effective low post score with a feathery touch. Lopez continues to prove his worth in this league. Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Kennard finds Oladipo. And the shot is good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now, here's Richardson. And that one drops.
But it's evident that Richardson knows his strengths on offense. Good at cashing in from these spots.
Wood passes to Oladipo. Over McCollum. Oladipo misses.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
5 to shoot. Oladipo misses. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Baltimore. 4-point game. Millsap dishes to Richardson. And stolen by Butler. Here's Wood. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat. In over his 2 years at UNLV, Christian Wood shot just 26% from long range, so he's made a huge improvement in the NBA.
Yeah, and it's become a key part of his offensive game, GA. He's put the work in behind the scenes. I mean, developing a skill set that's so much in the league.
And yes, it's good.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Oladipo, the pass to Butler. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Butler's got 6.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Richardson outside, kicks to Gobert. McCollum deciding where to go with it, and Baltimore again with the bucket.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
McCollum against Oladipo. And here is Butler. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Setting the floor for the Barons. They've got Gobert, Paul Millsap out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Josh Richardson, and it's McCollum in at the point guard position. Baltimore with the ball. McCollum with the bounce pass. Here's Gobert. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. McCollum with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. McCollum no good.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Clark. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his third assist on the night. Richardson kicks to Lopez. Passes it to Millsap. Back to Lopez. Right wing. 5 on the clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Now a look at the stats for C.J. McCollum.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
Now, here's Kennard.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
Wood with the block. Butler against Richardson. Butler kicks to Oladipo. Butler up top. Richardson cover. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor. You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at their offensive end.
Chicago leading. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And the Bulls with another miss. Baltimore on offense. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Millsap looking it over. Richardson outside. 6 on the shot clock. And it's McCollum in the corner. Over Oladipo. McCollum no good. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Kennard on the wing. Defended by Gobert. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kennard's got the lead up to 4 now for Chicago. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Baltimore.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
55 seconds left here in the second. Richardson outside. Over Kennard. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Richardson.
Making good decisions in screen and roll. I mean, we saw that from Richardson at Tennessee, and he's been showing it ever since he's entered the league.
We've got 33 seconds left now here in the second. Kennard kicks to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, it's clear that Butler doesn't fear anyone. I mean, he's relentless in how he attacks.
No good on the second free throw. Baltimore trails by 3. Now here's McCollum. It's hauled in by Wood.
Very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
And it's Clark with the jam.
Well, I think Jimmy Buckets has underrated vision. He's more than capable of spotting open teammates and distributing accordingly.
McCollum from deep three-point land. And no luck with that time on the... And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls out.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They never put themselves in too much.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
We've got Luke Kennard. Christian Wood is out there with Clark. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Baltimore trails by 5. McCollum outside. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
The strength of Lopez. I mean, he's fantastic at cutting through the contact and converting.
No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Butler passes to Clark. Now Butler. Millsap covering. On its way from Oladipo for 2. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
They double-team McCollum. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And Chicago has possession. That one falls. Richardson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
It hasn't taken them any time to find their rhythm in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field already.
Pass to Kennard. Butler with the ball. Wood in the post. Defended by Gobert. Wood with the bucket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Kennard against Richardson. Rebound by the Bulls. And here we go. It's Butler. A wide open look here for Oladipo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Oladipo's got 8 points.
And the touch Oladipo puts on his shots, so silky. He just glides it in from there.
Back to Richardson. Ball's knocked loose. Butler with the steal. And they're moving it up. Oladipo for three. Another three for Chicago.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
And Baltimore calls time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Lopez outside. And here's Richardson outside. The shot, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him in tough shots this quarter.
Here's Clark. Almost, but it rolls out. Baltimore trails by 6. Down low, McCollum. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the way in. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
He plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, he is constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
Now, Oladipo. From outside the arc, and the last-second attempt does not go in for him.
An area where McCollum must continue to work on.
Victor Oladipo getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He
done a great job moving the ball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Setting the floor for the Barons. Paul Millsap out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's McCollum, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Richardson in at the two-guard spot. Wood with the block. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way, and slam dunk by Butler.
And when Oladipo makes passes like that, his team kicks into a whole new gear offensively.
Lopez against Clark. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Rudy Gobert.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again. The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay-in.
Oladipo against Millsap. They double-team McCollum. In the corner, it's Richardson. Shoots. They grab their own miss. Gobert. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Chicago.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Here's Butler. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Richardson against Clark. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Richardson.
The consistency of Richardson's shooting is just impressive. Defense can't allow him mid-range looks.
Top of the key, Butler. Six to shoot. Bulls with the fresh shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Barons. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Knocks down the step-back Jay.
Gotta like how calm McCollum is. Even in big parts of the game, you can depend on him to step his game up.
Oladipo taking his time here. Pass to Kennard. Millsap against Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
What? Butler with the big-time play. He's never scared of the moment.
Baltimore trails by 5. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. McCollum against Oladipo. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
He's an experienced player in clutch situations. I mean, McCollum loves being the guy that takes these important shots.
Here's Oladipo. Good! Timeout called the Barons. They're trailing by 5. There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Baltimore's head coach talked to his team during the timeout. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Oh, such a tough-minded player. Butler relishes the opportunity to make plays in the clutch.
And Baltimore calls time here. They're behind by 5. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally. It's the first that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Good league is even better with excellent work at the stripe.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but just wasn't enough. This is why Richardson is out there. I mean, his team trusts in his ability to come through in the clutch.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Here's McCollum. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Richardson outside. It's hauled in by Wood. And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
One of the more efficient shooters in the NBA, Kennard's range poses a big challenge for opponents.
From deep 3-point range, off on that one. So the Bulls win it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.